Have you started your Christmas cards yet? Or are you all finished with all the holiday cards you need? I like to make a few Christmas cards each month so there is no pressure to complete them when December comes each year. Hello and welcome to Karen's Creative Cards on YouTube. I am Karen Hashik and this video is part of my Christmas card countdown series, and I'm sharing some easy to make shaker cards. I love to make shaker cards with gorgeous frame dies like this pine frame from W+9. You see how that glass glitter shards, how they move in there. It was so easy to make and it's very beautiful, I think. The background of the oval frame is a gorgeous clear view transparency picture, and I use those all the time. It is really easy to make that oval shape or any shape for a shaker card if you use the Motion Crafts double-sided skinny foam tape strips. I use these all the time and they will bend around a shape, so I was easily able to create that oval shape and a little well, put the glass shards in there and cover it with an oval that had that picture on. Again, very easy, and I think anybody who received that would just love it. I love to make slimline cards, and an even easier way to make shaker cards than what I showed here is to use this new product from Tonic Studios called Shaker Pockets. So they have the A2 and they have the slimline version, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make a shaker card with these new product from Tonic Studios. So I made this slimline card and it has snowflakes in there that shake around, and this snowman border is from Creative Expressions, and the sentiment strip is from Simon Says Stamp. I got a whole bunch of sentiment strips for Christmas cards from Simon Says Stamps, and they're ready to go. Again, just plug them on a card. Easy, fast, and fun to make these. The one minor problem that I found with these shaker pockets is that they are staticky, and if you try to use powder on the acetate pocket, it shows. So normally I'll use my EK Success powder tool on my acetate and around the inside of where I'm putting shaker elements, and that does not work on the top part of this. And this is the type that you don't want to use. I learned the hard way, believe me. I like these specialty glitters, but man, they just totally stuck. There was no moving them. So to get them to move better in this card, which is the one that I'm going to make for you, you can see that these are moving very well and they're not sticking. I used regular bigger sequins and seed beads. Now I can't use a lot because this is relatively flat, and you can't really raise it. I'm going to show you that, but it's so easy to use and they do move all around, which is really fun. This is a new stamp set that I got from Impression Obsession, and it says have yourself a merry little cactus, and then there's this cute little cactus that I have a relative who lives in Arizona, and this is going to be a card for them. Have yourself a merry little cactus, and I thought it was adorable and very easy to make, and I'm going to show you that. I also used musical note dies from Dies to Die For, and I made my hill with one of these it's water snow edge borders. I know you could probably cut it, but I just like the precision of using a die, and so that's what I used along there for my sand. So the first thing we're going to do to make this card is to create that hill. So one thing that I discovered years ago was that if you put embossing powder onto ScorTape and then you heat set it. You get really nice texture as opposed to just attaching it with something like Versamark or something. So I like this technique for getting embossing powder to be real textured and bumpy. I like the look. So I have used that die and created the hill there, and I put this Sookwang ScorTape onto a piece of cardstock. And I'm going to remove the top cover. Now I have two sand embossing powders. Like, I really need them, but sometimes you do. This one's called Golden Sand from Stampendous, and this one's called Dirty Sand from Cedar Creek and Seth Apter. And it's kind of like Goldilocks, you know, one was too dark, one was too light, so I'm going to mix them, and then I really like the look. So I know that's maybe too picky. Either one would be fine, but I like the look better when I mix them together. So all I'm going to do is take some of the Dirty Sand and put that in the cover. And then I'm going to take some of the much lighter sand embossing powder, and then I'm going to mix those up. Really, you could just shake it. Add a little more of this. Be a chemist, right? So I like the different shades in there when we're doing this. So I am going to apply that to my sticky hill here. I can probably just pick up a little where it's still sticky. It's pretty good. I will save this for another project. And I'm going to heat this up. It will only take a minute or a couple. So now, instead of flat embossed sand or just sand on there that is textured and raised and a little bit different shades in there, so I really like that look. I have cut an A2 top folding card that this is all going to go onto, and then I cut a piece of light blue cardstock. To put this into the shaker pouch, you need it to be just a tinge less than an A2 size, so 5.5, 4 1/4, and then take off just a tinge, which is my expression for when you want it less than 1/8 of an inch. So would they be a 1/16, I guess, but so in advance, I have cut the cactus and paper pieced it and added some sticker gems to decorate my little cactus tree. And I have die cut the notes from Dies to Die For, and those are going to go on the top of the shaker pouch, and so I have put my easy cut adhesive on the back of those so that they stick very easily. And then I have die cut, stamped Have Yourself a Merry Little Cactus, and I cut it apart with my old Fiskars Deckle scissors because I wanted them, you know, to be on the front separately. So those are ready to go. So I am going to take this Sandy Hill and apply some good strong two-sided ScorTape to the back. Now I just make these pieces just a little bit bigger than what I need, so when I attach it I can decide where I want it, and then trim off the excess. It's better to have them a little big than a little small. So we'll just trim off perfectly the sides. So the Christmas cactus is got some strong two-sided tape on the back, and that's going to be attached. And then I want to attach the words in here, and the cactus part is going to be by the cactus, of course. And then we have Yourself a Merry Little Cactus. Okay, so now this is what these Tonic shaker pockets look like. They have strong adhesive on 4 sides, and all you do is fold on the scored line. I can see it's picking up stuff here from my dirty. I think I should put down a clean sheet here, because I can see I have stuff on this from the embossing powder and stuff, and I don't want that on my shaker pouch. Now I'm going to take, on the shaker pouch itself, I've been using a little piece of a dryer sheet just to pick up some of the static if I can, without scratching it or making it too dirty. So, but I still like to use my powder tool on this. There's no reason why you can't just pick up any static with your powder tool on that part of it. And then I am going to put this inside, and I am going to remove the adhesive on 3 of the sides and fold it in. So now we have our shaker pouch started. You can see how easy that was. I am going to dump in some seed beads and some red and green sequins. And And then I'm going to close the other side. And you can see that those seed beads and those sequins move around pretty freely. They stick a little bit, but if you shake it, they're going to come back. It's a very fun interactive look. I am going to apply some strong ScorTape to the back of this. So we have our shaker part all ready to go, and we're going to apply it to the top. You want to make sure that that white doesn't show at the top. You can always trim the other sides off a little bit, but I don't think I need to. And then I'm going to add some musical notes. It seemed like this seems perfect for it to sing along. As I did, have yourself a merry little cactus. So let's put some red glittery musical notes. On the top of the card. Could have been inside, but I just thought it was fun to add a little dimension on the top. Nope. On these little ones, sometimes to get that backing off takes a little effort, but it sure makes it easier. You couldn't use glue on this acetate to attach these. You maybe could use glue dots, but I just think this Easy Cut adhesive from Thermoweb and Eileen Hill makes it a lot easier. And it's one of my favorite adhesives, but as you saw on this card, I have many. So I think maybe one right there, maybe. So, have yourself a merry little cactus. Our cactus is decorated. I paper pieced it on my sandy embossed hill, and my shaker elements move freely in there and make a very fun card. I had fun making these easy shaker cards, and I think the recipients are going to love the interactivity of these cards. I hope my cards inspire you to give some of these ideas and products a try. Thanks for watching, sharing, and subscribing, and thanks too for helping me share the joy of creativity.